Keeping the spark alive can be difficult when work, family, and everyday routines take over, but a simple approach could help couples make more time for connection. Relationship expert and author Dr. Elton joins us to share her 777 rule and the science behind building lasting desire. Dr. Anna, welcome to Live in the Bay.
Thank you for having me here.
Yes, thank you so much for being here. I love chatting about this, especially any tools that will give people just the chance to connect further and connect deeper. So first and foremost, congratulations on your book.
Thank you.
Yes, how does it feel to have that out?
It's exciting. It was the long process. And when you think about 2 years of writing the book and getting it to the point of publishing, it actually took way longer. And one of the frameworks from the book, I developed it in 2017, so it's been 9 years.
Amazing. Okay, so one of the books is called, the book is called The Formula of Desire, What Brings Us Together and Drives Us Apart, The Science of Connection. And we're going to dive into some of the topics in here. And so one of the main things is the 777 rule. Tell me about it.
So it's a fun rule, but what's the most important, it gives us structure. So every 7 days, we need to go on a date as a couple, right? Every 7 weeks, something a little bit longer where you're able to step outside of the routine as parents or just everyday routine. And then every 7 months, ideally go on romantic getaway. And again, it doesn't need to be 777, it can be 10, 10, 10, 12, 12, 12, as long as you keep the structure and keeping each other accountable to actually doing it.
Yes. Okay. So this is really just keeping that in mind, that there's kind of smaller dates that need to happen, like a medium date, and then a big getaway. So
Absolutely.
to connect during these times. And what's the most important thing that we are doing on these dates?
So I would say that, you know, a lot of couples, when they think of a date, they think about something simple, right? Either movie or go out to eat, right? And again, it's amazing. It's still time to connect with each other, but you're not actually stepping outside of your routine, because when you go to the same restaurant and you already know what's coming, it becomes part of that routine.
Yeah.
So what's important is actually do something new together as a couple. That's what helps you to feel more connected and breaks that routine.
Okay. So any new experience can help you break that routine. You're kind of both in it together for the first time again, and kind of playing off of that, and the excitement is building. You have a challenge that you established. It's the A to Z Date Night Challenge. To help with that, tell me about that.
So that's a fun one. So what you need to do, and again, this is the homework for everyone's watching, right? So take the alphabet and think of every letter something new, almost like a cheat sheet. So A could be axe throwing, art gallery, arcade. B could be bowling, beach walk, burlesque, if you're into something more fun, right? My favorite is M, it's movie and massage. So my husband picks a movie, I get a massage. I pick a movie, I still get a massage.
Ah, love that. Okay, yes. So that gets both of you guys being creative, maybe switching off, and you can each think of something with the first letter of the alphabet. That is so much fun. What do you hope that couples take away from your book? What's the main message that you want everyone to receive?
So I would say that a lot of my clients, when they came to therapy, what they told me, they said, I didn't realize that relationship is a full-time job. It takes a lot of work. Because what happens, a lot of couples, when they get together and they commit to each other, they feel safe, they feel good, and some stop investing into the couple's persona, stop investing into relationship per se, and then they focus on other things. You always need to focus on the relationship.
Yeah.
And one of the frameworks from my book is the 3 selves model. That's when the whole idea is when you're single, you have your own self-care, things that make you fulfilled, happy. When you meet someone special, you create additional persona, which is a couple's persona. At that point, you need to juggle both.
Right.
And if you decide to have children, you develop a 3rd persona, which is a family persona. So what I see with couples who are struggling, they're actually fulfilling family persona, maybe somewhat individual persona, but they're neglecting the couple's persona.
Yes. So it's lots of different personas that everyone is now juggling, and you just have to remember to put some time and effort into the couple's one. What's the biggest tip that you can give to make sure that they are doing that? Of course, the 777, but is there one tip that you can give to make sure that you are giving enough time to your partner?
There's a couple of things, right? So I would always say, try to be nice to each other. And I know it sounds simple, but sometimes it's really, really hard, especially when there's a lot of disconnection building up, a lot of resentments, and it's really hard to see your partner and their actions through a positive lens.
Yeah.
You know, one small dish can be the problem and can lead to the big argument. So I would say, try to be nice to each other. invest into your couple's persona. And also hugs. Hugs are important.
Physical touch.
Physical touch. 20-second hug triggers oxytocin, love and bonding hormone.
Okay, amazing. Dr. Anna, where can people pick up your book?
So it's sold everywhere, and on Amazon, Barnes & Nobles, all the stores. You can also go on the website for the book, theformulaofdesire.com, where you can take assessments to measure the health of your relationship. There's different interactive exercises and other stuff that.
Okay, amazing. Well, thank you so much for joining us, and congratulations on the book.